You're blind for about 40 minutes every single day. Your brain is deleting visual information hundreds of times per minute without asking permission. And that's just one of the ways your memory is being erased without you knowing. Here are 9 times your brain deleted your memory without telling you. Number 1, the doorway effect. Ever walk into a room and completely forget why you're there? That's not age. Your brain is doing this on purpose. It's called the doorway effect. And it's happening because your brain treats doorways as event boundaries. When you cross that threshold, your brain decides the previous room was a different episode and files it away. You're not accessing that file anymore. You're in a new scene now. Researchers at the University of Notre Dame have been studying this since 2006, and they've confirmed it happens to everyone. The doorway itself isn't magic. It's the change in context. Your brain optimizes memory by purging the short-term event model to make room for whatever's happening next. It's efficient. It's also why you're standing in the kitchen with no idea what you came for. The weirdest part? It works in virtual reality too. Just the perception of crossing into a new space triggers the memory wipe. Walking back through the doorway sometimes helps you remember, like your brain is reloading the previous save file. So next time you forget mid-walk, don't panic. Your brain's just being ruthlessly practical about storage space. Number 2, saccadic suppression. Right now, as you're watching this, you're missing about 2 to 3 seconds of visual information every single day. Your brain is blocking it out completely. It's called saccadic suppression, and it happens every time your eyes move. Your eyes don't glide smoothly across a scene. They jump in rapid movements called saccades, about 2 to 3 times per second. That's 100,000 to 180,000 saccades per day. And during every single one, your visual processing shuts down. The brain does this to prevent motion blur. If you saw what your eyes see during a saccade, it would be a smeared mess. So your brain just deletes those moments. The suppression starts before the eye movement even begins and continues through the motion. You're functionally blind for a few hundred milliseconds at a time, and you never notice because the brain fills in the gaps seamlessly. You perceive continuous vision, but it's a series of snapshots with deleted frames in between. Here's how you can test it. Look at yourself in a mirror and switch your gaze between your left eye and your right eye. You'll never see your eyes move because your brain already deleted it. First discovered in 1898, and we're still completely unaware it's happening every waking moment. Number 3, sleep memory purge. Every night while you sleep, your brain is deciding which memories get to exist and which ones disappear forever. Your brain is sorting, filing, and deleting. It's called memory consolidation with active forgetting, and it happens during slow-wave sleep, that deep sleep phase where you're completely out. During this time, your hippocampus replays the day's memories at high speed, like reviewing footage. Important information gets transferred to long-term storage in your neocortex. Trivial details get permanently erased. Your brain has limited storage, so it has to make choices. What you wore 2 Tuesdays ago? Deleted. The color of someone's shirt in a meeting? Gone. The gist of the meeting? That stays. This is an optimization process. Your brain is synthesizing proteins for consolidating important memories while purging the irrelevant noise. Studies show that if you don't sleep after learning something, the memory consolidation fails. Sleep isn't rest for your memory system. It's when the work happens. The cleanup crew comes in, sorts through everything, and decides what's worth keeping. If you can't remember what you had for breakfast last Tuesday, don't blame your memory. Blame your brain's spring cleaning schedule. Number 4, childhood amnesia. Your brain deleted the first 3 years of your life, not because you couldn't form memories. You did. Your developing brain just decided to wipe them. It's called childhood amnesia, and it's universal. 100% of adults experience this. You can't remember learning to walk. You can't remember learning to talk. You can't remember your first birthday. The average age of your earliest memory is about 3.5 years. Here's the thing. 2-year-olds can remember events from when they were 1. But those same memories don't survive into adulthood. But the hippocampus and prefrontal cortex are still maturing, and there's massive neural pruning happening before age 7. Rapid neurogenesis, the growth of new neurons, disrupts existing memory traces. Your brain is under construction, and the construction process demolishes the old structures. Emotional events, like the birth of a sibling or a hospitalization, can sometimes be remembered. from as early as age 2. But for most people, everything before 3.5 is just gone. The phenomenon was first described in 1895. Freud thought it was repression. He was wrong. It's just brain development doing what it does. Sorry, no refunds on those deleted baby memories. If you're finding this interesting, consider subscribing. Back to it. Number 5, photo-taking impairment. Every time you pull out your phone to capture a moment, your brain stops recording that moment. You're trading a real memory for a digital one. It's called the photo-taking impairment effect, and it's been confirmed in multiple psychology studies. The act of taking a photograph reduces your ability to remember the experience you photographed. This isn't just about offloading memory to the camera. The effect persists even when the photos are deleted immediately. Even when participants know they won't see the photos later, taking them still disrupts memory. The problem is attention. When you're photographing something, your attention shifts to framing the shot, getting the lighting right, making sure it's Instagram-worthy. You're not engaging with the experience. You're not encoding it. Museum visitors who photographed exhibits remembered fewer objects and fewer details than people who just looked. The impairment shows up on tests at 20 minutes and 48 hours after the experience. Both recognition memory and detail memory suffer. Focused photography, where you're looking at what you're capturing, preserves memory. But rapid-fire phone snapping, that's a memory killer. So, ironically, the more photos you take to remember something, the less you'll remember it. Number 6, memory reconsolidation. Every memory you have is fake because every time you remember it, your brain edits it and saves over the original. It's called memory reconsolidation, and it's how human memory fundamentally works. Memories aren't static files stored somewhere in your brain. They're reconstructed every single time you recall them, and reconstruction introduces changes. Here's the process. You retrieve a memory, the memory becomes temporarily unstable, labile. New information or context integrates. Then the brain restabilizes the modified memory through protein synthesis. You've just edited and resaved the file. Each time you remember something, you're not remembering the original event. You're remembering the last time you remembered it. Talking about memories with other people can alter your version of events. Siblings remembering the same childhood event completely differently? That's reconsolidation at work. Everyone's edited their copy. This phenomenon was rediscovered in the year 2000 when researchers found that blocking protein synthesis during memory retrieval could disrupt fear memories. It's adaptive. Reconsolidation allows memories to be updated with new information. But it also means your most treasured memories have been edited dozens, maybe hundreds of times. That story you've told 100 times, you're not remembering what happened. You're remembering your memory of your memory of your memory. Number 7, dissociative amnesia. Sometimes your brain does something drastic. It hits the emergency stop button and refuses to form memories at all. Not to hurt you, but to protect you. It's called dissociative amnesia, and it happens during extreme stress or trauma. When the brain is overwhelmed, when a situation is too much to process, it prioritizes survival over memory formation. Encoding doesn't just get impaired, it gets blocked completely. Stress hormones like corticosteroids suppress the neural activity associated with learning and memory. The hippocampus, which normally handles memory encoding, goes offline. Combat veterans sometimes can't remember days or weeks of intense battle. Survivors of severe abuse may have years of childhood missing. These aren't just fuzzy memories. They're complete gaps. Hours, days, months just gone. The memories may still exist somewhere, inaccessible but not erased. In most cases, people still have the memories but can't consciously access them. This is different from the Freudian idea of repression. It's an active, acute blocking mechanism that happens during the event itself. Treatment often involves psychotherapy, sometimes hypnosis, to help access those blocked memories. Your brain's logic during trauma is simple. This is too much to process right now, so I'm just not going to save this file. It's a protective feature, not a malfunction. Number 8, the attentional blink. Right now, while you're focused on these words, your brain is deleting other events happening near you. You're literally blind to them. It's called the attentional blink, and it happens when your attention is fully engaged processing one event. There's a temporary blind spot in your awareness, lasting about 200 to 500 milliseconds. During that window, your brain can't encode anything else, Limited attentional resources mean the brain can't simultaneously process multiple events happening close together in time. When the first target captures your attention, there's a processing bottleneck. A second target within 200 to 500 milliseconds just gets missed. Completely. You're not seeing it, you're not encoding it. It's gone. Classic example, looking for your keys and not seeing them even though you looked right at them. Your attention was engaged searching, and the keys appeared during the blink. You missed fleeting facial expressions. You didn't hear someone call your name. The attentional blink reveals the temporal limits of attention. You can't multitask. Attention is serial, not parallel. Focusing on one event temporarily blinds you to everything else. The invisible gorilla experiment demonstrated an extreme version. People watching a video and counting basketball passes completely missed a person in a gorilla suit walking through the scene. Attentional training can reduce the effect, but you can't eliminate the blink. So when someone says you never listen, technically they might be right. Your attentional blink deleted what they said. If you're enjoying this, subscribing helps out. Number 9, the Google effect. Your brain has decided that Google is more reliable than you are, so it stops saving information and just remembers how to search for it instead. It's called the Google effect, also known as digital amnesia. It was first formally described in 2011 by researchers at Columbia, Wisconsin, and Harvard. When you know information is easily accessible online, your brain doesn't bother storing it. You remember where to find the information instead of the information itself. It's cognitive efficiency. Your brain treats the internet as external storage, the same way you remember which friend knows what. Transactive memory, but with servers instead of people. Studies show that when people expect future access to information, they have lower recall of the content, but enhanced recall for where to access it. You read an article online. Later, you remember that you read about the topic, and you remember you can Google it. But the content, gone. You don't remember your friend's phone number because it's saved in your contacts. You don't remember directions because you have GPS. You don't remember facts because you can just search them. Betsy Sparrow's 2011 study showed that people don't even try to remember information they know the computer is saving. This isn't bad. It's memory optimization. You're outsourcing routine information storage to focus cognitive resources on higher-level thinking. But it does mean the internet is becoming an external extension of your memory system. Congratulations. You've outsourced your memory to a corporation's servers. Your brain thanks you for the extra storage space. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss the next one. See you.